up next.
On a special Your Pittsburgh.
The best of 2018.
From the PPG Winter Garden.
From chairs to save your parking spot to pierogi soap on a rope to ketchup-flavored lip balm. The ultimate gift guide for anyone who loves the Berg.
Then one of our best stories, how fans rallied around Pirates pitching ace Jameson Taillon when he needed the most.
I had people come up to me and pray for me in person.
And how we might be rubbing off on him.
Going down to PNC Park.
All aboard the beer bus, sampling Pittsburgh's incredible craft brewery scene.
Could your pet be a social media star? Meet the Pittsburgh pets with more followers than you.
Plus, what happened to all our Inclines? Pittsburgh used to have so many, so where'd they all go?
And we visit a restaurant so good, celebs like Denzel Washington and Viola Davis have eaten there.
Wow, that's good.
From KDKA-TV, this is Your Pittsburgh with David Highfield and Susan Copen.
Hey everybody, we're coming to you from the beautiful PPG Winter Garden in downtown Pittsburgh.
And take a look at this place. Gingerbread houses on display, Santas and Christmas legends from around the world, and that 32-foot tall Christmas tree.
Yeah, pretty impressive. It just puts you in the mood for the holidays. And speaking of the holidays, you know, there's always one person that you have a difficult time finding a gift for.
Right, so David and I are trying to make it easy for you. If the person you are shopping for loves Pittsburgh, we have the ultimate gift guide.
Let's begin at the Heinz History Center gift shop in the Strip, where you can buy pierogi soap on a rope for $9.50, or these cute little pierogi earrings for $16.95. They also have Heinz lip balm in 3 flavors. Get this: ketchup, mustard, or pickle, just $3.65 a piece. Pickle or ketchup bottle ornaments will cost you $16. These Pittsburgh Skyline socks go for $14.95. If you don't think we get enough snow already, this city snow globe is $6.95. This elaborate hand-sewn pillow with Pittsburgh landmarks is $184. But it'll only cost you $6 to brush up on Pittsburghese with this special dictionary. And magnetic finger puppets of notable people, from Andy Warhol to journalist Nellie Bly, $7 a piece.
Now on to Commonwealth Press at their Bloomfield location. The official Pittsburgh parking chair immediately caught our eye. You can save your space for just $35. This Nebby coffee mug is only $8, and this neighborhood map tote bag is $10. 2 of the most popular tees right now are Pittsburgh versus all of Yinz for $15 to $25, and Pittsburgh written in the shape of our 3 sister bridges for $25. These adorable onesies are $15 to $22. Pierogi pillows are $20. And how about some genuine water from our 3 rivers? $60, complete with a wooden display.
Last stop, PG&H, a new store downtown on Smithfield Street where everything's made by Pittsburghers. These prints of iconic buildings are $30, or these Skyline tea towels for $25. How about this big Pittsburgh pillow for $125? Ornaments featuring the Benedum or the Skyline are $26. Fashion designer Kia Tomlin's jersey fabric blankets are $118. For $48, you can buy this cell phone volume amplifier. And finally, these clay planters made with a 3D printer are $45.
And if that went by way too fast, don't worry. We have all of the links for you at kdka.com/yourpittsburgh.
And now let's talk about the best of 2018. We had quite a year here at Your Pittsburgh. We had a chance to talk to Smokey Robinson about how he's making wine with some Pittsburghers.
Ted Danson told us all about his connection to Carnegie Mellon, but right now we're going to share our conversation with Pirates pitcher Jameson Taillon.
Yeah, we're a ways away from baseball season, but as John Shumway found out, Jameson has an important story to tell any time of year.
Jameson Taillon is all about comfort. A lifetime of work makes a pitcher's mound his comfort zone. Now, he's a Pittsburgh homeowner.
I mean, I'm living a dream right now, so why not take it for what it's worth and explore the city and meet new people?
But the dream hasn't come easy. Tommy John surgery to repair his pitching arm, and then groin surgery delayed his debut at PNC Park.
And this is great. Turn it loose, Jameson.
But then, at the beginning of his second year in the bigs, Jameson noticed something wasn't right. It was testicular cancer.
It hit me pretty hard, and it took me a while to process it, but I just got over it quickly and focused on the next step.
Attacking the steps through his surgery, treatments, and rehab, Jameson found that the people of Pittsburgh embraced him through it all.
People actually were praying. Like, I had people come up to me and pray for me in person, like on the spot.
Taillon says on the wings of those prayers and through incredible medical care, he returned to the mound only 5 weeks after surgery.
He's Texas tough, as he's proven over and over again by overcoming so many of these physical ailments that he's had, most recently cancer.
But JMO's cancer story doesn't end there. He has made it his mission to raise awareness of testicular cancer.
This kind of came into my life, and it was like an epiphany that this is it. This is what I was meant to do.
He is an emerging leader at every single level.
Taillon loves the grit of his chosen profession, facing a batter, skill against skill.
You can hear 95-mile-an-hour fastballs coming at you in the box. It's loud, it's hissing at you. But that being said, if a hitter hits one back at you and spins your cap a bit, that'll wake you up.
Which happened.
I wore one, I think it was 105 off the back of my head, so not fun.
Off-field fun for Taillon comes from a litany of hobbies.
Travel, I hit tons of coffee shops, I make a lot of coffee at home, I cook a lot, I golf a lot, I'll fish a good amount.
Oh, and he plays the guitar too. But ladies, before you start swooning, you should know about Claire.
Girlfriend of a little over 3 years. So we met in Houston, and we're going strong.
He's also learning and helping the rookies to learn Pittsburghese.
Someone says the word down, we're like, what? No, it's down. Going down to PNC Park, see Gregory Palco, Francisco Cervelli down there.
Oh, and don't be surprised if you find Jameson and Claire in a local coffee shop, like his favorite, Commonplace Coffee.
They'll make a fresh, like, pour-over coffee for you on the spot.
Now, are you a coffee snob?
Yeah. Yeah, if you don't say snob with like a negative connotation there, like absolutely, yeah. I found there's just really great stuff out there. Why would I waste my time drinking crappy coffee? Life's too short.
And he's got the life experience to know that value oh so well.
And Jameson says he doesn't normally get emotional, but when he came back for the first time after battling the cancer, he said it was just a moment for him of great appreciation.
And our thanks to John Shumway for that story.
Still to come on our Best of 2018 edition, local pets with big followings on social media and how their owners benefit.
Susan and I are checking out a restaurant where the food's so good, you can't wait to talk about it. She's speaking with her mouth full.
Sorry, David, I have food in my mouth.
The perfect way to drink in the area's growing craft beer scene.
And after the break, Pittsburgh's iconic Inclines, but we used to have so many more.
Pittsburgh had more inclines than any city in America.
So where'd they all go?
Welcome back to the Emmy Award-winning Your Pittsburgh, honored with 2 more Mid-Atlantic Emmy nominations this year.
Welcome back to our very special Best of 2018, Your Pittsburgh. We are coming to you from the PPG Winter Garden, all decked out for the holidays.
And time now for our You Wanted to Know segment.
This year we explored some wild plans for Pittsburgh that never came to be.
You also wanted to know how the banana split was invented in Latrobe.
And what happened to Skybus? It was supposed to be the transportation of the future.
But right now we're going to take a look back at transportation of the past, Inclines. Pittsburgh used to have scads of them, so where'd they all go? Pittsburghers riding the Incline, but this isn't the Mon or Duquesne Inclines, it's the Penn Incline, which ran from the Strip District over Bigelow Boulevard to the top of the Hill District. This film from the University of South Carolina Moving Pictures Archives shows it busy, but the ride stopped in the 50s. There are still reminders of what used to be, like these support posts at the top of the hill. But as with many of the inclines around here, the Penn Incline is long gone.
This is how an incline plane works.
The president of the Heinz History Center, Andy Masick, is excited to show us
These cars are perfectly balanced, so as one goes up, the other goes down.
This model of an incline from the 1800s. And guess what?
Pittsburgh had more inclines than any city in America because we had so many hills.
44 inclines in Allegheny County, 17 in the city operating at the same time. The Castle Shannon Incline, the Mount Oliver Incline, the Nunnery Hill Incline on the north side, to name a few.
During the Civil War, inclines were developed to carry coal from the coal deposits on the ridges to the mills along the rivers.
And soon people began riding them to get to and from work, instead of traipsing up hundreds of steps. Incline is short for incline plane, but where they began in Europe, they call them something entirely different: funiculars.
Inclines, trolleys, trains have always just been something that I've enjoyed.
Which is why Clint Burton has a page on his Brookline Connection website devoted to Pittsburgh's old inclines, including the Knoxville Incline.
There were only 2 inclines in Pittsburgh that had a curve. Knoxville was one of them.
This old film shows it in action. Nowadays, there's a sign on the back of the Dairy Mart where the station used to be. And there's a little park along the incline's path where you can still make out the incline's stone retaining walls. After World War II, there were more cars and buses, so inclines...
They started to close because they just didn't have the ridership.
Maintaining them was too expensive, so the city that once had the most inclines now has 2, and an impressive history.
Pittsburgh may not have invented funiculars, we just did them better.
So now you know. And on the next Your Pittsburgh.
The Oriental rug that led to the downfall of a Pittsburgh mayor. It's a true story, and we're unraveling it. Watch for it on our next episode in January.
Still to come as we celebrate the best of 2018. The Pittsburgh pets becoming internet stars. Does your pet have what it takes?
Plus, we visit a restaurant that's known for serving up delicious soul food.
And after the break, a ride on the beer bus. Stay with us.
You're watching Your Pittsburgh on KDKA-TV with David Highfield and Susan Copen.
Welcome back to our best of 2018 edition of Your Pittsburgh from the PPG Winter Garden.
And if you know anything about beer in our region, you know that there has been an explosion of locally made brews.
Certainly. And you know, in wine country, you can take a tour. Well, we learned this year you can take a beer tour of the Berg.
My name is Adam, and I'm with Porter Craft Beer Tours.
After a greeting to the group, it's all aboard the beer bus for a Porter Craft Brewery tour.
Around this road that we're on, Route 28, there are so many good local craft breweries popping up.
Every weekend, they take a group of people to 3 different craft breweries for some sampling and to look at what happens behind the scenes.
You get to be together on a bus with your friends or your family, and you walk out with this experience of trying 9 different beers all in an afternoon.
And that is where fermentation happened.
The first stop this day is the Dancing Gnome in Sharpsburg. Head brewer Andrew Witchy explains the brewing process.
As craft brewers, we try really hard to elicit new flavors and new aromas and something more than just beer.
And people on the tour get some insight on what they're tasting.
I love craft beer. We all grew up drinking the Coors Light, the Miller Lite. You have to get away from that to actually find out what you enjoy.
Porter Craft Beer Tour started 3 years ago when Johnny Willett and his brother realized Pittsburgh's appetite for the new craft brews.
We started taking people in our cars, and the thing was that we just got more and more interest.
Now they have 2 buses. Our next stop is Couch Brewery along Washington Boulevard in Larimer, where the motto is drink comfortably. Allie Miller, known as Pittsburgh Beer Girl on Instagram, gives the tour high marks.
It's really awesome. It's a great way to get to new breweries that you haven't been to before, or a safe way to visit multiple breweries in one afternoon.
As the pushpins on this map show, they get people from all over taking the tour, as well as Pittsburghers looking for something different.
They've done the inclines, they've seen the museums, they know Pittsburgh pretty well, but they just wanted something else. And this was the something else.
Now, they do private tours during the week and then public ones on the weekends.
It's $59 per person, and that does include the beer samples.
Okay, right now we're going to the dogs and cats.
Did you know that some pets in our area probably have more Instagram followers than you do?
Yeah, this is really wild, but the very successful accounts even get offered money and free stuff. So tonight we're taking a look at the local pets becoming social media stars.
Come here. Good girl.
It's a photo shoot, but the model here has 4 legs. You may recognize Lucille, a Chihuahua from Greenfield. After all, she's become a bit of a star with 28,000 Instagram followers. When she and her owner, Julia Morley, go out, Lucille gets recognized.
It happens probably like once a week. Someone says like, "Is that Lucille?"
Her story is unique. When Julia adopted her, Lucille weighed 16 pounds, twice what she should. So Julia put her on a diet and exercise routine.
I decided to make an Instagram to track her progress, and I thought it would be a neat way to see how her weight loss journey was going.
It caught the attention of the Daily Mail and People magazine.
Lucille wants to sit on my lap. Hi, yeah. How you doing?
Lucille is one of a growing number of Pittsburgh area pets on Instagram. Meet Theo Bonaparte and Cato, adorable French bulldogs from Mount Lebanon. Photos of their antics have attracted 250,000 followers. Then there's Nellie's Nose, a golden retriever balancing act, pictured balancing everything from bananas to muffins to flower pots to donuts to Pringles and more. Nellie's amazing power of concentration has attracted 87,000 followers. Nara, the Siberian Husky, has 55,000 followers. But don't think social media has gone just to the dogs. One local cat is gaining a following. Meet Brussels Sprout the Persian. Her owners are Ron and Jen Coulter from Banksville.
5,000 people are following you guys.
I think that's pretty amazing.
The Insta idea was Jen's.
I saw how amazing all these cats and dogs were and how many followers they get.
As you might expect, photo sessions are on Brussels Sprout's terms.
You held me for this many seconds, like anymore, like I'm gonna bite you. Like that's her personality.
Accounts with lots of followers get approached by companies to show products and photos in exchange for free stuff or even money. A company that sells pre-measured packets of dog food to keep dogs from overeating gave Lucille a case of food. Sometimes Instagrammers sell their own items. Local French bulldogs, Henry and Penny, have a whole line of products. And fortunately, these pets seem to love the limelight.
Is she always up for a picture?
Oh yeah. She gets treats when the camera comes out, so she is thrilled every time she sees my camera.
Now, the pet owners say it's important to post consistently and also have a specific theme to gain followers.
Still to come, it's time to eat. David and I are checking out a place with spicy soul food to warm you up over the holidays.
Contact us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. We want to know what you want to see. After all, our show is called
Your Pittsburgh.
Your Pittsburgh. Your Pittsburgh.
Your Pittsburgh.
Your Pittsburgh.
Your Pittsburgh. Your Pittsburgh.
Your Pittsburgh.
Your Pittsburgh. Welcome back to our best of 2018 Your Pittsburgh, and we are coming to you tonight from the absolutely beautiful PPG Winter Garden.
It is gorgeous in here. They have the life-size Santas that depict Christmas legends from around the world, and check out the gingerbread houses.
Yeah, these are all made by individuals or groups, and some of them are very creative.
It is free to visit. No reservations are necessary, and we have a link with ours at KDKA.com/YourPittsburgh.
Now, our favorite part of the show, our restaurant visit. And you know, we ate at some great places this year. Tonight, a crowd favorite. Even Denzel Washington and Viola Davis ate there when they were filming in town.
This restaurant used to be on the north side, now it's on the south side, and despite the move, nothing has changed with the food. It's delicious.
At Carmi Soul Food, you'll see plenty of smiles, and it's no wonder. Since opening 8 years ago, the food has gotten consistently great reviews. Their new space on the south side has a bigger kitchen and a bar, so David and I ordered sweet southern tea with bourbon and mint.
Refreshing.
It's good.
It's good.
We start with chicken and dumpling soup that tastes like it's made with love. Exactly the flavor they want.
We like Carmi to be like going to grandma's house. So when you come in our doors, we want you to feel like you're at home, that you're eating a meal that was slow cooked in the kitchen all day long.
The owners, a husband and wife team, are realizing their dream.
Ooh, now that looks really good.
The main courses do not disappoint. David gets scrumptious fried chicken and greens. I get spare ribs, mashed potatoes, and we both get the mac and cheese.
Oh, yeah.
That's some good stuff.
Isn't this worth ruining your diet for?
Diet schmiet. Time to sample the cornbread.
Ready?
Ready.
1, 2, 3, go.
David can't get enough.
Oh, yeah.
As for the ribs,
I'm sensing you like it.
I love when we can't speak and we just go,
we share shrimp and grits with double shrimp and bacon.
It's really good.
The portions are so big, one word of advice.
I'm here hungry.
And if you're like us, you need the to-go containers because you don't want to leave anything behind.
Again, it's called Carmi Soul Food, and it's on the south side.
Yeah, and the name is a combination of the owners' names, Carlene and Mike. And we have more info for you at KDKA.com/YourPittsburgh. Before we go, a reminder to join us on Facebook right after this show.
Just like the Your Pittsburgh Facebook page and chime in to our live chat.
And next time on Your Pittsburgh,
when I was a kid, it was just me and Sven.
He's the voice of Kristoff in the movie Frozen. He was King George in Hamilton on Broadway.
And he's been filming Mindhunter right here in Pittsburgh. We're hanging out with actor Jonathan Groff. Watch for it in January.
And that's going to do it for us. From all of us here, thanks for watching.
And a big thank you to the PPG Winter Garden for hosting us. And we wish you the very best this holiday season.